Hi everybody. I just wanted to speak as briefly as I could about the GroupIT 1 assignment that you've done with your people that you've been assigned to the groups with. I went in and I don't know if you noticed, or maybe you don't, maybe you do or don't remember, but you know, each of you has a group main page. I know you know that much. And then on your group main page, you've got a number of little links, like under pages area where you will post, or Hewitt will throughout the GroupITs. Well, that bottom link should say Hewitt ongoing feedback. And so today I went in and I looked at everybody's, the contributions that you made on the potential plans page. I looked at when you made those contributions. I gave some wiggle room. If people posted by the Monday after the deadline, I let that slide and I gave you full credit for actually posting on time. And then, so I've plugged the points into a spreadsheet. So there's 15 points total for three different things that you would have done during GroupIT 1. And I have it on a spreadsheet, and what I think I'm going to do is take that GroupIT 1, 2, what you're going to see is I'm going to take the Dropbox that was called GroupIT 1, 2, 3, and I think you probably submitted something to it. I asked you to. But I think I'm going to take that Dropbox, and that's going to become the GroupIT 1 Dropbox. And I'm going to go ahead and just give you feedback for each phase. So GroupIT 1 will get feedback, GroupIT 2 will, GroupIT 3. My preference, because it's easier, it's less work. I mean, we're talking 1,000 clicks on the computer, mouse clicks, less work for me if I just give you all that feedback in the grades in December. But I'm going to make those 1,000 extra mouse clicks for you guys because I just think you need to know. I am here watching as you progress through this. I'm paying attention and I'm here with you, you know, giving your feedback in a timely fashion. I mean, I have the group feedback page so I can give you kind of the qualitative feedback I was talking about, where I can talk about what I see is going on in your group. And as you move forward, I'll be able to speak more about the actual plan that you selected and the work you're doing with it. And that's what that page is for, is to give you that feedback in an ongoing fashion. But at the same time, I think you also need that numerical feedback in an ongoing fashion. So you're going to see that Dropbox that you have seen already, the GroupIT 1, 2, 3 one. I'm going to change the name of it. It's going to become the GroupIT 1 box. And then I'm going to create a GroupIT 2 box and a GroupIT 3, and you do not have to submit anything in those boxes. In fact, I probably will create them right before I plug in the grades so that you never even have to see them. If it says late on these boxes, don't worry about that. It probably will. It might do that. It might not. Or it might say missed. When I create the boxes and I don't let you mess with them and I don't let you do anything with them, that's what they'll do. It'll say missed. Not a big deal. Nothing to stress about. I know where you're doing your work. It's time stamped on the wiki. That's where I'm checking dates. I don't care what you put in the GroupIT's Dropboxes themselves. Okay. Looking at my notes here. I was really impressed with a lot of what you had done. A lot of you found plans, good plans that kind of applied to the whole group. You were good at talking to each other about the plans that you've located by plugging in, you know, your feedback into that potential plans table. And most of you were pretty timely about how you did that. I mean, most of you posted on time. I thought there would be a lot more chaos in there than what I saw, because there were a few folks in groups that had less responsive group mates that might not have been posting on time. They were kind of panicking. And so moving forward, you want to make sure that you continue to post in a timely fashion. You're responsive. You're responsible. You step up. You say, hey, maybe I'll go first on this week's translation activity. I'll give it a whirl, and then I want you guys to come in behind me and edit what I've done. And so step up and see if there's a way you can contribute. If you had a more minor role last week, you know, maybe you should step up and do a little more of it this week. There's an opportunity this first week where you translate that plan. So overall, I'm excited. And I'm still tweaking some of the deadlines. I think that I'm going to change on the GroupIT 2. I'm going to actually give you about I'm going to give you 2 extra days for the translation piece. So I'm going to let that roll into Tuesday of the second week. That'll allow you to do that. So I'm going to make that change. That'll change on the course plan. That'll also change on the assignment page. I mean, you know, but you'll see those updates. And so just make sure you watch that. So I'm going to give you 7 days plus 2 to do this translation thing. So try to get it done by Sunday, and then use the extra 2 days for that wiggle room. Okay. I think that's all I have for you with this. There'll be some links. Oh, as you move into GroupIT 2, make sure that you check out the video, and I'll link that below this video that you're watching. Watch that overview video, because you may remember that in that I'm clicking on it right now. In that overview video, I give you a GroupIT 2 go over. And so if you click the overview video and then you click in the table of contents and click GroupIT 2 go over, then I actually have 7 minutes of me talking about what you want to do and so giving you some tips on how you want to approach GroupIT 2. If you need more guidance than what I give here, I actually ended up giving you more than I had anticipated giving. In this video, you might recall I said I'm going to be brief here, I'm going to go over it quickly, but I actually kind of go over it in as much depth, I think, as is necessary. So revisit that 7-minute snapshot, and that should kind of give you an idea of what you want to be doing with this translation. Remember, translation just means you're taking what the current plan has and you're putting it into the UBD template, and not all pieces of that UBD template will be filled out. There'll be parts that are empty because the original probably wasn't done in the UBD template. I hope it wasn't. And so there's going to be spots that are bald, and that's what, in the revision process in GroupIT 3, you'll go in and you'll fix that. All right. I hope all is going well. I hope that your sanity is still mostly intact. I know a few of you are at your wit's end probably. I know there's at least one person who just does not want to do this in a group at all, and I understand. I understand your concerns, but you're going to make it, and all of you are going to make it, and I will leave it at that for now. Thanks.